Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very crazy GameStop news, and I'd actually probably round this news up to good when it comes to the, brand new announcement that came up as of today. Now, as you guys may or may not know, GameStop as a whole, as a company, was somewhat pseudo-invested into crypto and work with crypto partnerships. And of course, there's also some very big things out there, such as NFTs, and also various, crypto byproducts that companies started using that, not a lot of people in the gaming universe and universe sphere usually kind of light. So we're going to go talk about right now some pretty good drama that is now kind of breaking down when it comes to GameStop, where it seems like GameStop is finally getting back to the player and, getting rid of some pretty big crypto options. So go talk about this, talk about the drama, talk about everything on the crypto side, and make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, the Twitter and Twitching down below. And of course, I appreciate y'all so much watching. Give me your thoughts and comments, everything down below. So first and foremost, when it comes to GameStop as a whole, GameStop as a company was kind of, built in by trading in games, which some people thought was a little bit scummy, buying brand new games, and at a certain point, that wasn't as profitable, and they switched to more so things such as accessories like Funko Pops or keychains or, even kind of get into PC gaming as a whole. And now when it comes to GameStop, they had a huge resurgence when it came to stock price, and they were also very smart as a company. They kind of sold off a decent bit of equity when those prices were really high up, and kind of gave GameStop as a company a little bit of a battle storage of money to make sure the company can kind of weather through the storm. GameStop's been kind of very near and dear to most gamers' hearts, and most people have walked into one or at least know about them, but at the same time, they also are trying to push the idea of any type of hype and leverage and everything else, and this kind of happened a lot when the last basically crypto and Bitcoin bull market happened, where they had a partnership with NFT providers and basically having their chance to go and sell NFTs as a whole. Now, I'm not the most anti-crypto person itself. I myself hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of altcoins, etc. But one thing I was never the biggest fan of was always on the NFT side. Although I have seen NFTs implemented somewhat well, if we want to go call, say, the CSGO, cases and skins. A somewhat NFT, it kind of basically is just using, say, Steam dollars or USD as the market price, instead of, say, Ethereum or Solana or Bitcoin. So I'm not against it. I've always had CSGO skins. I enjoy CSGO skins. I have friends who invested in CSGO skins before, crypto and NFTs were a big deal, or old school things like crypto kitties. But right now, I think there's been kind of an anti-NFT push, even in the people in the crypto sphere. Now, it's kind of a 50-50. Some people don't mind it. Some people think the actual technology behind it's kind of cool. The idea of owning something when it comes to, say, houses, car contracts, video game collectibles, or whatever it might be, is kind of neat. But the end of the day, NFTs are kind of on the way on out. We'll have to see how this next big upcoming Bitcoin and crypto bull market does. But right now, it does seem like GameStop is making, in my opinion, kind of a good decision, where GameStop is closing its NFT marketplace after just 18 months. The closure is due to the continued regulatory uncertainty of crypto itself. Now, it kind of goes into two big things, where number one, of NFTs, volumes, and also price points went down a lot these past few months. There was a pretty big lull when it comes to crypto prices, crypto hype, when it came to FTX, Celsius, Voyager, all these other various platforms, basically kind of just going off the face of the planet. They kind of caused a pretty big crypto bear and winter cycle, and when it comes to NFTs and more of the speculatory things, a lot of those price points went down a lot. And as well, also the overall hype and media attention on Twitter, Reddit, whatever, also went down a decent bit. And that guy's probably a somewhat big aspect too, because as well, also having the market cap mixed on in, having to pay people to keep on updating the stuff. A lot of blockchain people are very expensive, but as well, regulatory concerns are a big deal. When it comes to, say, Bitcoin and, say, Ethereum, people are always kind of debating if it's a commodity, if it's a security, and I would probably say NFTs are probably securities, which would maybe lead to regulatory issues of offering securities or investment vices, even if NFTs are not always classified as an investment itself. But basically, GameStop right now is closing their NFT marketplace. GameStop has announced it will be closing its NFT marketplace. The video game retailer announced in early 2022 that it had planned to launch a marketplace for non-fungible tokens or NFTs. This was then launched in July 2022. However, Decrypt reports that the marketplace website now shows users a message telling them it will be closing down as of next month. GameStop has decided to wind down our NFT marketplace due to the continuing regulatory uncertainty of the crypto space, the message reads. Effective as of February 2nd, so only a few more weeks away, 2024, customers will no longer be able to go buy, sell, or create NFTs. Your NFTs are on the blockchain and will remain accessible and sellable through other platforms, which is an intriguing thing to know. if you guys ever had Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, the idea is you have to have your own secret keys and you're basically your own off-platform access to all these things. So NFTs still exist. NFTs are still going to be around. If you have them or bought them on GameStop's marketplace, probably maybe try to sell them if you are just not interested anymore, or as well, you could also maybe mitigate to different platforms because you should, in theory, own it. And if not, make sure you guys have all the stuff to access it and utilize it, move it, etc. before all these things go and close. The closure is the latest step in GameStop's attempt to move away from the crypto space, having previously committed to it. The company ended support for its own crypto wallet in November 2023, again citing the regulatory uncertainty of the crypto space as the reason for it. And Loopring's always been kind of a pretty big crypto project, and then also had a big tie-in with GameStop too, saying the GameStop NFT marketplace is winding down. We would like to thank GameStop for choosing Loopring L2 as an integration partner. It was a pleasure working with the team there. Based over here, creators, the future doesn't stop here. Loopring L2 has become a home for amazing NFT artists, building a more fair and free economy for all types of creators on crypto rails, and will continue to be. Be sure to integrate your NFTs plus collections over to Loopring Exchange, the new ecosystem home for NFTs creators on Loopring L2. So it's intriguing. Like, a lot of people were very hyped up for this. I remember when this first came out, and a lot of gamers were against it. But when it comes to people in the Loopring integration, like say people that invest into Loopring or also like NFTs, were very okay with this. Like, they like the idea, they like the hype, they like the attention all behind it. But it kind of seems this leads to a bigger issue, where NFTs are somewhat phasing out when it comes to just the overall ecosystem. Typically, for most crypto markets I've seen, like such as CryptoKitties, which is kind of like the original NFT, they usually be like a cycle of like what's kind of the big pop and boom, and I'm not necessarily sure it's going to be happening for this upcoming crypto bull market, but it does kind of seem like AI might be taking over. Sometimes people might be saying gaming as a whole, not like gaming NFTs such as GameStop integrations, but games themselves, like people that only play the games and build up an economy onto it, might be the next kind of big focal point or meme coins to go have a big attention on so far. But it's kind of an intriguing thing where I think it's a win. I like the idea of NFTs. Like I said, when it comes to, say, a home contract or contracts or cars or proper ownership, I think it's cool. Like, I think the technology behind it is intriguing. I do think there could be cool places or even things built into video games itself as a whole. There are some cool kind of, like, say, card collectible NFT style games, which also lets you have a resale value, or even think of like old Diablo style games, games such as, once again, CSGO, that have this NFT type issue thing. Like, they're not fully NFTs for, say, CSGO, but they're very similar to what they would be, and a good implementation to a game, it does add potential. Like, there is potential for it, but so far we haven't seen anything super major, and a lot of companies, maybe even like the Loopring and GameStop partnership, was more of a cash grab to try to go grab attention in media attention or whatever it might be, which is intriguing because it is now officially gone. I think this might be good for GameStop. Just kind of keep it to the core, keep it to the gamer. Don't have to necessarily involve yourself into crypto too much. Although I do like crypto and I do support crypto. At the same exact time, I do have to give a little bit of credit towards Loopring for even making a big deal like this happen. Like, GameStop is a multi-billion-dollar company with a lot of name brand recognition, and the fact that they even made a big step into this, integrating this into, well, the crypto universe, is kind of cool. Now, I think GameStop is kind of smart. Like, I think a lot of people are not into it. I don't think many people like gaming integration with stuff, say like Ubisoft, Square Enix, GameStop as a whole. And I do think it's smart because NFTs are also potentially maybe on the fad out. We'll have to see in the next few years or so. But right now it seems like it was kind of on the out and out. Or even things such as Elon Musk was also even ending support for NFTs tied on him, and it was just quickly killed off underneath Elon Musk itself. Now, I kind of am surprised about this one because I do think a lot of crypto bros are very into the Twitter side. Mainly because, like, well, a lot of people talk about stuff like the Bitcoin EFT that had millions of tweets trending almost the entire day when it first came out, and especially the past few weeks as we were waiting for that news in the first place. But when it comes to NFTs as a whole, it's just intriguing because it kind of seems like people just kind of make fun of them and they don't really like them. So amid a flurry of announcements this week, Elon Musk, formerly known as Twitter, quietly killed off the core feature available for paid subscribers, the option to use non-fungible tokens or NFTs as their profile picture. And it's intriguing because people did like this. Like, I did actually see quite a few folks with NFT pictures on there too as well, and I do think this in particular is also probably going and dropping down the price point of what NFTs would be. So we have things like GameStop closing their support. We're seeing overall general kind of hype moving into things maybe like AI and other kind of meme coins for this bull run. And while people still do like NFTs and still utilize NFTs, they're definitely not gone. It does seem like the volumes and the floor prices have gone down a decent bit. So I think GameStop made a good call. Like, I'm sure it costs a lot of money keeping up the money and paying salaries for people developing crypto platforms as a whole. And sometimes, especially in the gaming sphere, people people aren't 100% always in love with crypto as a whole. And it's intriguing because a lot of NFTs have just been declared worthless. A lot of people are assuming they were just kind of joke. Some people are selling them for tax loss harvesting. And at the end of the day, GameStop maybe made a good decision. We'll have to go and see. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. Are you sad? Are you guys still like NFTs? Everything else? Subscribe if you guys are new. We have the Twitter and Twitch down below if you guys want to follow. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.